The most dangerous thing about stupidity, you don't even know you have it. It's not about IQ, it's about the blind spots keeping you stuck. The habits you refuse to change, the excuses you swear by, the arrogance that's quietly ruining your life. And the worst part? Most stupid men never realize they're the problem until it's too late. Want to know if you're making these 6 critical mistakes? Stick around, because if you recognize yourself in even one, you're in deep trouble. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe for more, check out our other videos for more amazing content, and don't forget to share this video with your friends. 1. Stupidity is a trap of habits, not just intellect. Let's get brutally honest. Stupidity isn't about your IQ. It's about the dumb habits you keep tripping over, blind as a bat to the mess you're making. Meet Jack, a guy who's spent 20 years griping about his dead-end job, scarfing takeout every night, and swearing he'll get in shape tomorrow. He's not dim, he can rattle off sports stats like a pro, but he's stuck, spinning the same tired wheels, thinking life's just kicking him in the teeth. Here's the kicker, he doesn't even see it. He blames the boss, the economy, his creaky knees, anything but the mirror. Sound familiar? That's the trap. Habits you let run the show while you call it bad luck. Science backs this up. The Dunning-Kruger effect says the less you know, the more you think you've got it figured out. Jack's no exception. He's the king of his own delusion, too comfy in his rut to notice it's a grave he's digging. Surprise twist, his old buddy Mike, same age, same town, just landed a promotion. Why? Mike ditched the excuses, started walking daily, and asked for feedback instead of griping. Jack laughed it off until Mike's new car rolled by. Stupidity's not a birthmark. It's a choice to stay sloppy. Look at Steve Jobs. Early on, he tanked Apple's first big project, the Lisa, because he was cocky, ignored the team, and thought he knew best. It flopped hard, 100 million down the drain. He learned, adapted, and later built an empire. Jack, still on the couch whining. The truth stings. Your habits aren't fate. They're handcuffs you can unlock. Quit acting like life's a script you can't rewrite. Peek at your day. What's the one thing you keep doing that's screwing you? That's your trap. Bust out by owning it. Swap the burger for a salad, the blame for a plan. You're not doomed, you're just lazy. Wake up, or you'll be Jack in a decade, wondering why the world passed you by. Key insights. Stupidity isn't a brain glitch, it's a habit loop you can break. Spot your weak moves, ditch the victim act, and you'll outrun the rut. Jack's still clueless, don't be Jack. Now, if habits are the trap, what's the key to springing yourself loose? Let's dig into the one thing Jack's missing that could flip his whole game. 2. Self-awareness breaks the cycle. Here's the raw truth. You're not stuck because life hates you. You're stuck because you're sleepwalking through it. Take Jack, our burger-chomping complainer from last time. He's been late to work 50 times this year, always muttering about traffic or a busted alarm. He thinks it's just how things are, not his snooze button obsession. Brutal honesty, he's clueless about himself, and that's the cage keeping him small. Self-awareness isn't some fluffy buzzword, it's the crowbar that pries you out of dumb cycles. Carl Jung nailed it. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it'll steer your life, and you'll call it fate. Jack's fate, a paycheck-to-paycheck grind he blames on everything but his own choices. Here's the shocker. His sister, Lisa, used to be the same. Late, scattered, excuses galore. Then she started tracking her days. She caught herself hitting snooze 5 times, saw the pattern, and set her alarm across the room. Boom, on time ever since, even snagged a raise. Science nods along. Studies show self-aware folks dodge the Dunning-Kruger trap. They know their blind spots, not just their brag sheets. Jack's still blind, swearing he's unlucky. Look at Elon Musk. He bombed his first rocket launch in 2006, a $90 million fireball. Instead of crying, "Cursed," he dissected the failure, owned his oversights, and nailed it next time. You? Start small. Watch yourself tomorrow. What's one move you keep botching? Maybe you snap at your spouse or skip the gym again. Don't shrug. Stare it down. Admit it's you, not the universe. That stings your wake-up call. Flip it. Say sorry first, or lace up those sneakers. Self-awareness isn't magic. It's muscle. Build it, and you'll stop being Jack, doomed to rerun his flops. Key insights. Self-awareness isn't optional. It's your escape hatch. Face your screw-up square, tweak one habit, and you'll rewrite your story. Jack's still snoozing. You don't have to. So if seeing yourself clear busts the cycle, what's the next wall Jack's smashing into? Let's crack open the arrogance that's keeping him, and maybe you, on mute. 3. Arrogance. Stalls. Growth. Let's cut the crap. Thinking you've got it all figured out is a one-way ticket to nowhere. Jack, our snooze-hitting pal, struts around like he's the guru of his tiny world. He's the guy at the bar, yapping about politics, finances, life, never cracking a book or asking a question. Brutally honest. He's not smart, he's smug, and it's stunting him worse than a bad haircut. Arrogance isn't confidence, it's a growth killer, a brick wall you build yourself. Proverbs hit it dead on. A fool loves spouting off, not figuring things out. Jack's that fool, dismissing his co-workers' tips on saving cash because I know my stuff. Surprise twist, that co-worker, Dave, just bought a house while Jack's still renting a dump. Science has a name for this, the Dunning-Kruger effect. The less you know, the louder you crow. The wise stay quiet, hunting more. Jack's stuck because he's too proud to admit he's clueless. Real-world proof? Steve Jobs got booted from Apple in '85. His ego tanked the boardroom, ignored smarter heads, and cost him his own company. He crawled back later, humbled, and built a legend. Jack? He'd rather die on his hill of, "I'm right, you might be him," ever scoff at advice or cling to old ways like they're gold. That's your stall sign. Flip it. Ask someone sharper than you one question today. Swallow the pride. It's bitter but freeing. Growth's on the other side, not in your echo chamber. Key insights. Arrogance isn't strength. It's a straitjacket. Ditch the know-it-all act. Lean into what you don't get, and you'll climb past Jack's plateau. Okay, so Jack's ego's a roadblock, but what's he doing when the chips are down? Let's peel back the excuse machine he's running on full blast. 4. Blame robs power. Here's the ugly truth. Pointing the finger everywhere but at yourself is handing your life to someone else. Jack's a pro at this. He's late again, snarling about traffic, the weather, his cheap phone's alarm. Never him, always them. Brutally honest? That blame game's not just weak, it's theft, stripping him of any shot at running his own show. When you dodge the mirror, you're not dodging trouble, you're begging for it. Jung saw it clear. People twist into knots to avoid facing their own mess. Jack's broke? Rigged system? Out of shape? Bad genes. Same old story. Zero change. Then, bam, here's the twist. His old high school buddy, Pete, started in the same ditch. Pete owned his lazy streak, hit the gym, and now he's fit at 60, while Jack's huffing upstairs. Research backs this. Studies say folks who blame externals stay stuck. Psych calls it an external locus of control. Jack's poster boy, every flop's a conspiracy, not his couch potato vibes. Look at Oprah. She grew up dirt poor, abused, counted out. Blamed the world? Nope. She owned her path, clawed up, and built an empire. Jack's still whining about his boss. You might be too. Ever grumble about a spouse, a job, anything but your moves? That's your power leaking. Grab it back. Pick one screw-up today, say, "my fault," and fix it. Quit the victim act. It's your life to steer. Key insights. Blame's a power drain. Stop it. Own your flops. tweak your game, and you'll take the wheel Jack's too scared to touch. All right, Jack's dodging blame like a champ, but what's he doing when the heat's on? Let's crack into the emotional mess he's letting call the shots. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe for more. Check out our other videos for more amazing content, and don't forget to share this video with your friends. 5. Emotions can rule or ruin. Let's face it, if your feelings are driving, you're crashing. Jack's living proof. Guy flips out when his coffee's late, yells at the barista, storms off like he's tough. Truth is, he's a puppet. Emotions yanking his strings and he's too dense to cut them. Brutal reality, that hothead act doesn't make you strong, it makes you a slave. He's not in charge, his temper is, and it's trashing his life one outburst at a time. Picture him stuck in traffic, honking like a madman, or sulking over a cancelled plan. Every hiccup's a meltdown. Here's the twist that'll smack you. His cousin, Ray, hits the same jams but stays cool, breathes, shrugs, moves on. Ray's running a side gig now, Jack's still broken bitter. Science weighs in, studies show emotional control beats raw IQ for success. Hotheads like Jack self-destruct, while calm heads build. Look at Nelson Mandela, 27 years locked up, yet he walked out steady, not raging, and changed a nation. Jack? He'd burn bridges over a stubbed toe. You might catch yourself here, snapping at a clerk, stewing over a slight. That's your ruin brewing. Flip it. Next time you're ticked, pause. Count to 10, walk away, think. It's not soft, it's steel. Emotions can fuel you or fry you, master them, or they'll own you like they own Jack. Key insights. Feelings aren't the boss. You are. Rein them in, stay sharp, and you'll dodge Jack's wreckage for a life that holds up. So Jack's a volcano, but who's he leaning on to keep the lava flowing? Let's peek at the crowd, steering him straight into the ditch. 6. Your circle shapes your path. Here's the straight dope. The people you hang with aren't just company, they're your future's blueprint. Jack's a case study, his crew's a pack of barstool whiners, griping about jobs they won't ditch, beers in hand, zero plans beyond the next round. Brutal truth? He's not rising above that muck, he's marinating in it. Your circle's a mirror, and Jack's reflects a dead-end road. He thinks they're real, but they're anchors, dragging him into lazy, loud nothing. Then plot twist, his old pal Sarah ditched her own moaners, linked up with go-getters, and now she's running a small bakery while Jack's still nursing hangovers. Research nails it. Studies say your habits sync with your 5 closest buds. Jack's crew breeds stagnation, and he's soaking it up. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. He rolled with sharp minds like Sean Parker early on, not slackers, and built a tech giant. Jack? He'd rather be the big shot in a dive bar than the rookie in a room of winners. You might be teetering here. Your pals all talk problems, no solutions. That's your path forming. Shake it up. Find one person who's ahead, grab coffee with them, soak in their moves, ditch the dead weight. It's not cruel, it's survival. Your circle's either a ladder or a swamp. Pick wisely, or you're Jack, stuck and clueless. Key insights. Your crew's your compass. Choose climbers, not complainers. Hang with the sharp and you'll cut past Jack's swamp to somewhere real. All right, Jack's pals are a bust, but what's he chasing when the bar tab's paid? Let's rip into the quick fixes he's betting his life on. 7. Pleasure chases fade. Discipline endures. Let's get real. Chasing cheap thrills is a sucker's bet that leaves you empty. Jack's all in, scrolling TikTok till 2 a.m., guzzling beers, swiping for hookups like it's a game. He's hunting that instant buzz, thinking it's living. Brutal fact? It's a hamster wheel. He's panting for the next hit while his life rots. Pleasure's a liar. Feels good now, fades fast, and you're back at zero, fatter and broker. Picture him zoning out to Netflix marathons, gut spilling over his belt, wallet thin from takeout. Then, wham, his co-worker, Tina, skips the binge life, hits the gym, saves her cash, and just bought a car while Jack's begging rides. Science clocks it. Studies show discipline trumps talent. Dopamine junkies like Jack crash, while steady grinders stack wins. Look at J.K. Rowling. She scratched out Harry Potter broke, not bar hopping, and turned grit into gold. Jack, he'd pick a buzz over a book every time. You might be flirting with this. Phone glued to your hand, skipping the hard stuff for easy kicks. That's your fade coming. Flip it. Drop one vice today. Swap the scroll for a walk, the bar tab for a skill. It's not sexy, but it sticks. Discipline's the slow burn that builds a life. Pleasure's just smoke Jack's choking on. Key insights. Pleasure's a ghost. Chase it and you'll fade. Grab discipline instead. It's the backbone that outlasts Jack's quick fix flops. So Jack's hooked on the fast fizz. What's keeping him from breaking free? Let's zero in on the lessons he's dodging that could turn it all around. 8. Mistakes are teachers. If you listen, here's the cold, hard truth. If you don't learn from your screw-ups, you're doomed to rerun them like a bad movie. Jack's the star of this flop. He's blown 3 jobs in 5 years, always late, always mouthing off. Yet he swears it's crappy bosses, not his snooze button habit or big mouth. Brutal reality? Mistakes aren't the enemy. Ignoring them is. Jack's deaf to the lessons screaming at him. He's stuck in a loop. Same blunders, same whining, zero growth. Then, bam, is the twist. His neighbor, Kim, tanked her first business, overspent on ads, nearly quit. But she dissected it, why'd it flop, adjusted, relaunched, and now she's thriving, while Jack's still jobless. Science backs this. Studies say folks who analyze failures bounce back stronger. Jack's too busy sulking to hear it. Look at Thomas Edison, 10,000 busted bulbs before the light clicked, all because he studied each fizzle. Jack, he'd chuck the bulb and curse the dark. You might be teetering here, same fight with your kid, same budget bust. That's your teacher knocking. Face it, grab a notebook, jot what went wrong, tweak one move next time. It's not comfy, but it's gold. Mistakes are free classes. Listen, or you're Jack, flunking life on repeat. Key insights. Screw-ups aren't stop signs, they're signposts. Crack them open, learn the fix, and you'll leave Jack's rerun rut in the dust. Jack's missing the memo, but what's the takeaway for you? Let's wrap this with a gut punch to get you moving. If you enjoyed it, feel free to share it and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Here's the unvarnished truth distilled for you. Life's not out to get you. Your own blind spots are. Jack's story screams it. Stupidity isn't a dim bulb. It's clinging to habits that chain you, dodging the mirror, and letting pride or feelings run the show. For you, older and wiser, this hits home. Those years of grinding taught you plenty, but are you still tripping over old traps? Self-awareness is your lifeline. Spot that one nagging flaw like skipping the walk or snapping too quick, and tweak it. Quit blaming the creaky joints or the kids who don't call. Own your peace, and power flows back. Surround yourself with folks who sharpen you, not echo your gripes. Their spark can reignite yours. Discipline over distraction. Savor that coffee, not the scroll. Builds a legacy that lasts. And those stumbles, they're gold if you listen, not curses to shrug off. You've got decades of grit. Don't let arrogance or excuses stall you now. Face yourself, adjust, and grow. Jack's still stuck. You don't have to be. This isn't kid stuff. It's your shot to live sharp, steady, and full till the end.